friends, welcome to Talk True Crime. My name is Reina, and today we'll be talking about the story of a Mexican lady that pretty much caught her husband and cooked him. So this lady, her name was Maria Trinidad. This happened in the 1970s. And she was a single mom of 5 kids. There was 4 kids at home, and then the oldest daughter, she was already married, and had her own family. And so like I said again, she was a single mom, and so the only thing she could do, the only thing that she could do to support her family, she was really good at cooking. So they called her Tamalera, which means like ladies that sell tamales, right? So everybody knew her because she would go and sell tamales all over the little town. To like when people was like working like men, she would go by places where there was a lot of workers, and she will sell tamales, and she will sell atole. Atole is like a Mexican hot cocoa kind of thing, which is really good. So she was known for that. And then sometimes she would wash clothes, iron clothes for people, that she knew. So again, she divorced her ex because he was a cheater. So then one day she took one of her kids to get their haircut. Well, the barber there started talking to her, and then they got to know each other, and then eventually they got married. So then after they got married, his name was Pablo. Again, wasn't like in the 1970s. After they got married, the first, right when you get married, it's all love and blah blah, and then you really don't know people. Like, you think you do, but you don't. Like, you don't know who you're sleeping with. I mean, how can I explain it? You just never know. I mean, yeah, you just never know. And even in my life, I thought I knew my ex-husband for like since I was young, teen, and it ended up that he wasn't the person I knew when we were teens. Anyhow, moving on. So I'm saying that because Maria, what's his name, Pablo, started being very abusive to Maria. She worked so hard. Sometimes she had like 3 jobs. She was a good mom. She took care of the house. She cooked. She had like 3 jobs. And this Mr. Pablo started taking her money. These are my rules, and you can't do that. He started hitting her, humiliating her. And after a while, this man was so mean to her. He would hit her kids. And it was just a really terrible situation. Pablo had different names because he had a criminal history that involved physical abuse, assault and batteries, messing with a little girl. So Pablo was not his real name. His real name, I don't remember what was his real name, but she didn't know. Miss Maria didn't know that this guy had all these different names. She really just thought he's a barber, he's cool, blah blah. Didn't know. Poor lady didn't know what this man's been doing, which is dangerous things that he was doing. Nowadays, I feel like we have more resources that we can kind of, if you date somebody, you can kind of take a look at their criminal record. But at one point, like I said, he became very abusive. You could see the side of him like many do. I mean, I'm not talking just about him, but like some people gets married, and even women, like I'm not saying just men, they don't show their true colors, which it sucks, but that's life. Anyhow, he keep on abusing her. It just became worse. And what she did was this. One day, all the madness, all the humiliations, all the physical abuse got to her. Like, she couldn't take it anymore. And so he was watching TV one night, and she was just staring at him, thinking like, this mother F, I cannot stand him anymore. He's blah blah. I can't imagine things going through her head, like memories of his abuse. And so she grabbed a bat, and she decided to hit him in the head. And she got really nervous because she knew if he got out of the couch, he was gonna destroy her. So she hit him 2 more times with the bat. Then her kids were asleep. So her kids were used to noises because she would cook at night. She would cook the tamales at night. So they were used to like her cutting stuff, making noise and all that stuff. So for the kids, it wasn't like the heating part and cutting things, like that was just normal for them, their mom cooking every night. Okay, so he falls down, and then she noticed that he wasn't 100% dead. So she grabbed an axe. Is that how you could, like the ones that butcher, like a butcher axe, and started cutting him in parts, the torso, legs, arms, everything you can imagine, right? And again, her kids were asleep. They did not think of anything bad because they're used to the noises. So she cut him in pieces. Some of the pieces were like, she put them in the she didn't need it. And I'm saying she didn't need it because what I'm about to tell you, she put them in a big bag and threw them somewhere around her house. Like there was like empty little land. Okay. Again, all of this happened in Mexico in the 1970s. So she threw some of his body parts somewhere empty, where she probably thought that no one was ever gonna go, find it. Just that's what people think. Oh, nobody's gonna freaking find me. They're not gonna know. But eventually, police cuts up to you. I mean, from what I've seen, Okay, so she decided she's like, I don't want to waste the meat. So how about I use it for my tamales for tomorrow morning? So yes, sir. She cut the men in pieces, Mr. Pablo, aka also known as God knows how many names he used. And she put his head in a fryer. The oil was already there. Like it was a full dry fry. Like it was a big pan with with oil. So she dropped the head in there and just continue her usual cooking style and ritual every night. Next day she went about her day and went to sell the tamales. And the kids, like, she just told the kids like, hey, I don't know where he went, whatever. I don't know her whole thing that she told her kids. And then after that, one day at night and during the day, the city employees go out, and I don't know if anybody see them, but they go out in the neighborhoods and sweep and look around and just to keep the city clean. Well, some of the neighbors asked if the city employees could check on a bag that was over there that was smelling so bad. And so they actually went, and what they found in the bags was Mr. Pablo remains in a bag, which smelled terrible. That's why people that live there wanted the city to take a look at it, right? They figured that out. They figured out it was Miss Maria. In 1971, she was taken into custody. And here's what I'm gonna ask. I've been in that position. I'm not saying that by no means killing somebody is the way to go. This all happened in Mexico. The laws there are different than here. And in Mexico, they don't take women serious. They just see women as whatever. So, and I mean, this man was a criminal, and he know what to do. She thought one day he's gonna kill me. Nobody cares about women in Mexico, and so therefore it was hard for her to get away from him. And at one point she was scared, so I feel bad for her. Many women are found in that situation. They don't know, they feel lonely, especially in a country where there's not a lot of support for women, especially in the 1971s. Like, nobody cared about women. Mexico is known for many women, like every day many women are killed, and the moms never see their daughters again. And this is like every day. Women disappear. And there's a law that came in Mexico about it's called feminist. It's a law that if you commit a murder of a female, like, your sentence will be like severe, like they won't let you out, supposedly. That's the law. Anyhow, you guys, give me your thoughts. What do you think? I wouldn't want to kill anybody, but man, it's hard. We're talking about Mexico, 1970. Anyways, what do you think about that? I feel bad for the people that eat the tamales. I wish I could ask them, how are they? How is the tamales of human flesh? Just kidding. But anyhow, you guys have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye.